Welcome to all. I'm Atul and we are playing Humankind again. This will be series 10 and I'm planning to do again an over-explained series since we have a new Achilles update and also because there will probably be some new players playing Humankind because Civilization 7 released last week. So yeah, that is why I plan to do a new series. Yep, new update. Achilles update is now live. We can read about the update but not really. I don't think we need to. We need to set up a new game. So yeah, the game setup I think I will take will be large, right? On chaotic map, or should we just do average? Now let us just do chaotic maps. I think that will probably be very good. So all other things are normal, natural resource distribution, though we could also take spread. Both of them work pretty decent and everything else looks pretty fine. Random seed, normal normal game, right? Normal pace. All the end game conditions are on except the pollution, which I like to turn it off. So yeah, let us just start.
Our universe contains infinite stories, most of which are about rocks and ice at sub-zero temperatures in a vacuum. Rather boring. However, on a small damp rock, there is a story that bears a second look. It's your story. But the first 4 billion years or so mostly concern amino acids. Not much of a page turner. But then, over time, the amino acids bond together and things start to get interesting and a bit drier. A certain subspecies of hominid discovers that you can do more with a sharp rock than annoy your little brother. Tools and weapons are invented. The hominids begin to cooperate. Fire becomes a servant rather than an unpredictable force of nature. They learn to tan the skins of animals for clothing. They learn ways to record and probably exaggerate their adventures. Eventually, these tribes learn to build shelters and immediately hold the first barbecue parties. This is the dawn of humankind. Struggle and cooperation have been rewarded. The Neolithic era draws to a close. The whole world beckons. This tribe has come far, but the rest of their story is your story. You are the one who will build them into a great civilization. How far will you push humankind? Here is where it begins. The future that you carve through force of will and a bit of luck, out of the raw stuff of planet Earth. Alliances and enemies, wealth and danger, power and penury. May you leave the greatest mark.
Thank you, Mr. Narrator. I will not turn off the webcam, so we will be going into the game normally. The size of the game also looks perfectly fine, right? Yep. The window size is perfectly fine. Yep. The dawn of humankind. To move beyond the Neolithic era, we must collect one era star by either collecting enough food to grow our tribe, science to better know the world, or hunt enough victories, which are the three conditions here, right? We start with one tribesman, right? One hunting party, one tribesman, and we either have to get five population, 10 knowledge star, or five different hunts. And this is where our game starts. So we really start up in the Neolithic era, and this is where all the games will be starting. So I really like to do is to just make sure that we have the hexagonal grids on and we have the yields on just so that I can see everything around. And initially, since our aim is to increase our population, I would suggest that we should try to always go in places where there is a lot of food to hopefully get food curiosities, is what I say. Initially, each unit also has a movement, so four movement is possible, and each tile has a movement cost. So this takes like movement two, but most tiles take like one movement. So we will be trying to explore. Oh yeah, and that this is what I was talking about. There will be different kinds of curiosities scattered around the map, and they keep spawning so long as they don't control the area. And our aim will be to get a lot of both kind of curiosities, either food or science. So let's start
Full
with getting the
bellies and
first one.
healthy children. I see where this is going.
Yep. We have now collected five food. So let's go and turn. And what can we do? Oh, that reminds me. I forgot to save, right? Let me just make a save up here. Uh, 10.0, we will say. At 10.0 beginning. This is turn 1 instead of turn 0, but okay, it's better than nothing, I guess. And now we can go either far or up here. And I will say to come here. This would be the suggestion here for a particular reason that we can hunt this deer down also. But if we start a hunt, then our turn will be finished regardless of how many action points or movement points are remaining. So the better thing to always do is to move
Just
first.
because a culture died out doesn't mean it wasn't worthy of study.
And even though our movement is finished and we cannot move anywhere, we can actually still attack like this. So yeah, that's a start. And we can either choose manual battle or instant resolution, which will instantly resolve. Most of the time, it is actually better to do a manual battle, since with the instant resolution, your unit keeps on trying to attack and it can really get hurt. But here we see that it's only half a health, so I think I will just take it. Pretty easy, and I can show off a battle little while later. So we gained plus 5 food and plus 5 culture. So now we are at 10 food, and once we get to 20, we will have a second tribesman, which is very, very important for us. So let's just keep moving ahead. And I know that there are curiosities on all those sides, so I think I really have to get those. Maybe there is also another hunting party that we can hunt for. Oh, yeah, and
Onwards, we move.
we discovered yet another curiosity. That is nice. We saw two sanctuaries. Sanctuaries are the places from where animals can start to appear. So it's pretty important to keep track of them so that we can hunt them. And it's also, I think, sitting on some kind of a curiosity, maybe. Probably. We will see. Oh, you see? That is what I was talking about. So now we are at 10 food and we want to get to 20 as soon as possible. So let's just go inside and hunt this deer. Yep. This time we will get very big hurt, but so this time around I can do manual battle and I can show it off. So suppose I have it here. I can deploy. Yep. And the deer is here. So every time there will be like 3 rounds of battle, and every time we can attack or defend. Now here we also see that this is a little bit of a high ground, right? We can see the slope up here, which means that we will have much higher strength on high ground if it attacks on low ground. But right now it can come on the high ground and attack from normal ground. So what I will do is I will move to this high ground and let it attack. So there is only one place to attack it from, and the deer foolishly did it. So if you see the combat strength, our normal combat strength is 10. Right, 10 combat strength, 4 movement, and we are one unit with 0 veterancy and only 1 kills and 4 sight range are all the stats given. But if we attack from high ground, we are at 14, but it gets even better. If we just do end, we will defend, but otherwise we could also press defend like this. And when we are defending, then we even gain a little bit more defense. So that is what I will be doing. Defend again. That will give us another 5 food and influence, and we see we are at 15. So we just need a little bit of help, and we can get to 20. Now, another thing that we need to do is to set up our territories before we move to the next era or the ancient era. So, in this Neolithic era, what I would say suggest is to have, say, two territories claimed up. We can also look at the game options now that we are on the chaotic map, and we see that we have only some rivers, not even average. So there will not be any rivers really any place, too many. So we will have to make do with what we have. So that is what we have then. So let's enter. Yep. And now we get our first event where we can make a choice between three different events, between choices between three different outcomes. I would say if you have a lot of units, maybe this one can make sense, but really the only two ones that you should be doing on this turn 5 are these two. And in fact, what I would say, plus 20 on hunting party is the best really by far, because what this automatically does is give you yet another unit. And you can move this unit freely anywhere, and that will allow you to get more food. In fact, there is even a trick about this. So if you move any one unit out of the army, then the food will remain to the other person. So, like the food remained on the new unit, and we can easily attack here and get the rest of the food. So, what we will do from here is just make sure that we will be going to find the other sanctuary and the other place. While here, let us make sure that we can hunt the deer. In fact, I think I will hunt the deer like this, just so that we are on the bottom ground yet again. Uh, What should we be doing? I think I will just start the manual battle. And I will come here and let the deer attack yet again. Just like previous battle. Right, we will defend. And the animals are pretty dumb in some ways. They are just wild animals attacking. So yep, we gained another 5 food, which made us go to 20, and we got another tribesman. Although if you are gaining food by hunting, then you do not gain the ability to get the other tribesmen out. But if you get it from food, you can actually move the last tribesman out easily. Let's go to turn 6. We have to try to get the rest of the knowledge star as well as the hunting stars. And we also have to see where we can settle. Right? I would suggest normally lands which are both rich in food as well as in production. So something like this is so good, right? Or a land here. That would be the ideal place to set it up. And what we can do with our hurt unit is get it moving everywhere just to discover things. Because this unit is really not effective for fighting. So let us just move up and try to find other places. Yep. Oh, we have some more deer everywhere. So what would be a decent place to set it up? This place is being referred as 14-4, so 18 total yields and plus 1 culture. Although I would say that rather than that, I think some of these ones are much, much better. You do not want just a little bit all food or all production. You generally, I would suggest you want a little bit of a balance. And in that sense, this one or this one is so much better. This will, and that even tells us the number of turns, right? If you have a higher production on the tile, then the number of turns to put the territory up will be lower. That is what I would also like to do. What we can do here is just use up a little bit of time just to make sure that we have watched everything. What can be the best tile? I really think this is the best tile, 8, 10. We take up everything. Yep, that is what I will be doing. And here I will just be wandering around. Make sure that we have it and then come back and then
Fire
hunt.
be with us. Earth gives us strength.
Uh, no, I will just manual battle. Come on the high ground and let it attack. Yep, we can do this. And it will probably come to the high ground and attack. Okay, it died very quickly. So we gained another 5 food. And this was our fourth hunt. So in a very short while, I think we will be up. Go, be able to move to the next era. So yeah, let's see. This deer has moved down. We will be able to hunt it. That is not an issue for us. Yep, let's put this down 810. And I remember that the curiosity was somewhere here, so we will definitely plan to take it. But much before I move, I definitely have to make sure that we have our region up. And we discovered that somebody else has claimed up here. That means I should definitely hurry up. And we even have discovered a mammoth. Mammoths are very good to hunt. They give a lot of food, right? 20 food and 20 culture, which is very good if you want to, well, if you want to have a lot of population, which is what we will be doing. But I think for now, what we can do
This way. What's over there?
is hunt this. And with different tiles, we can even check how this will go. I think this is good enough. We will get a lot of hurt, but it's fine. This was our fifth hunt, so it gave us our hunter star. And with all the 3 stars in the Neolithic era, we get an event, which allows us to either get a choice between 2 different kind of events or 2 different kind of outcomes. And I really like the +1 influence on per population, right? Anything per population is very good, and I really like that. So I will take that as always. And I will try to get both my units back up so that we can hopefully hunt the mammoth down. Yeah, people are already beginning to take the choices,
With us. Onwards. Uh-huh. We move. Onwards. Right.
which is fine. Let's move up. We will try to get to them.
Onwards.
While with you, I think it's time to get the science curiosity, and we will move up because I know that there were also some science curiosities back. And let's also attack you. Yeah, 50 health is roughly fine. We got another 5 culture, so I will be putting up another territory for sure. I generally like to space my territories, like this is one, so not anything which is touching here, but one far away. So I think this is where I will be putting up my second territory before we move up. Preferably by turn, let's say 12 or 13, we will want to move up, but we will see.
What's over there?
It can even be a little bit late and it will not be the biggest issue. Another event has come up. What do we want? Either minus 25% on one of the early techs or +2 food on city or outpost. I will just take the second one. I like that the most. I think that is simply the most optimal thing that you can take.
Over there. Right. We move. Onwards.
Yep, we will try to see if we can find a mammoth anywhere here. Let's see. Nope. But we have 5 food. I guess that counts for something. Yep, we also gain the knowledge star, because of which we have the ability, a choice again to choose between 2 different things, either +1 industry per population, +1 science. Both of them can be great, but my suggestion to you, to anyone watching, is to just take the +1 science, because science is rather much more harder to get than production. You can get production from tiles, but
By
you actually...
building an outpost, claiming territory is this easy. The trick, of course, is keeping it.
Thank you, Mr. Narrator, but actually uh, there is no science from tiles. There are only science from very, very rare tiles. So that is really the hardest thing to get. Okay. Let's just take this fight. Let's just take that fight. Yeah, instant resolution is good. Instant resolution is good. Now we have gotten 10 and 5, 15. So we will be having a lot of influence. We already have 42 influence to settle up another territory. And the second one takes like 20. So that is not too bad. Okay. We have the ability to get another population by hunting another deer. And I think that should be this one. And we can easily survive and get another 5 food. And now that if I walk into here, that will give us another 10, which will give us a tribesman. So let me show you this, exactly like this. Not only that, we can actually
This way.
travel with the last one
Acknowledge.
and see, try to find out where the mammoth has gone. So we will try to catch up there and see if we can catch on to there or not. We have 10 food. So I think I will start to come back.
Whether dumb luck or seafaring genius, the first new continent has been discovered.
Oh, we actually discovered the new world on this side of the map. Okay, this is so great. I think this will be our second city while we will be expanding to the new world very, very quickly. We will see. Also, some of the choices are being taken. In fact, we can be fine with even with all the choices are taken. It's perfectly fine. I'm playing with the uh, exclusive cultures off. So if some choices get taken, we cannot replicate it, but it's perfectly fine. In fact, my suggestion to you is to actually play with the exclusive cultures off so that you can make any choice. Yep, some things are being discovered, that is fine. And this is what I was talking about. So if we move like this here and here, you see we can actually attack the mammoth. But its combat strength is 14 and ours is 10, which means even to equalize, we will need at least 2 tribesmen and even I would say help of things like high ground to even level up the fight. But since we have 2 people here, I think this is the time to put this fight. And see, this is where this is pretty bad, right? If we do instant resolution, we will actually lose one of the people hunting. And if you actually lose people while hunting, you will not even get any of the yields from it. So what we really need to do is to make sure that we are here. Make sure that we do this manually for sure. Okay. It is here and it will be trying to attack. So you know what? How should we set it up? I think we can just let end round and defend, and hopefully this will be the mammoth will come here to attack this one or this one. I think. Let's see. Yep, as I expected, right? The mammoth came, attacked from the bottom, which means what we can actually do is attack from the high ground, which will give us a lot of combat strength. In fact, if we move like this, then you already see that there is even better, right? +1 combat strength from friendly units. This is very important to stack as many benefits as possible. This is 15 plus 14, 15 to 14. That will be quite a lot of damage, and so will this be. You see how much damage was that? And this is where the mammoth can really hurt, right? This is our third round, and the mammoth is going to hurt us pretty badly simply because it is so strong. Right on the same ground, it has 14 combat strength while we are at 10. And if we attack like this, the mammoth will be very hurt, right? The mammoth's health is 19 out of 100 and we have the ability to do 11 to 19 damage. So I think we should take this attack with both. And it got 18 damage done, which means now the mammoth is literally at 1 health, right? And if we attack here, we will take 19 to 32 damage, so we will not die. Let us just do this. The mammoth was killed, right? The third growth star is achieved because we achieved 20 food and 20 influence, right? Mammoths are the key to early game, for sure. Now here we again have a choice, like each of the legacy traits gives a choice between 2 different kind of outcomes. And we can either choose +1 food or +1 money per population. I like to choose +1 money Since food is also very easy to get, generally speaking, I mean, not as a guaranteed, but generally speaking.
What's over there?
So yeah,
This
let's
way.
try to get back here. We will see if we can get enough another food or not. And what should you be doing? I really think you should be trying to discover other things, other lands, and we will be coming here trying to match it up, especially if this is 10 food. And since we got the population from hunting, we see that we actually cannot transfer. But if I had gotten that just by normal transferring, like previously, then we would for sure have been able to move it out on the same turn. So let's get this. This is only 5. That is not good at all. And we have yet another mammoth, which we could try to hunt. But I don't think I can hunt it with this unit, which is way too weak. All units heal 20, so and with every veterancy we gain 1 extra combat strength, which means that this actually is much stronger than this one, even though the combat strength shows us the same. So I definitely think it is just better, or maybe they have changed the in this update. I really don't know if they have changed something in this update or not.
We move.
So we will see.
Right.
We will try to hunt this mammoth while with this unit. Let us just keep moving back. And since this unit is already almost healed up, we will try to go for the deer to get the 20 food. What should you be doing is making sure to make this claim. 8828. How about this? 412. This is 19 yield. 19 yield is great, but the problem is there's no production. This is 15. This is 16. This is 18, but only 4 turns, right? This is so much better. And this is what you really want to do, to just balance out the yields. And I think that is where I will be setting up the second claim next turn, and that we will be ending. Yeah, so end turn. Yep. Actually, what I did is also a little bit of a trick, because if you press this button as soon as the turn ends, then you can basically do like a very, uh, like you can basically first turn against the AI, which is what I generally like to do anyway.
What's over there?
Yeah, that is definitely a trick. So we will gain 5 food here. Instant resolution done. And we have 5 food here, so I can definitely try to merge you up. In fact, we can merge at the beginning of the next turn. What we have here, we can add either another refugee party or minus 25% on city defense cost. I think I will add another refugee party, move out this unit which is hurt, or not even move you out, right? So if we take this attack, where will we be, right? We will be on this all high ground, and it will have to attack through here. We could force it through a choke on this side. So what I will be doing is come here, 3 population, attack.
For our young.
You see what will happen? With this instant battle, none of us, our units die. And although all of our units get hurt, but what does it matter, right? We gained a very easy 20 food and 20 influence. In fact, I would suggest that players should try to make sure that they can maximize automatic battles wherever they will win easily. Otherwise, they can just move everything by themselves. That is fine. So we are very close to moving up. I think next turn, once we have collected both of them, right, we can for sure move up. Let's come here. What can you do? Let's say, okay, that was 3. So this unit can move out now again. In fact, we can move out here. And we could attack the deer for another 5 influence, right? Getting a more influence is never a bad, never a bad thing. In fact, we could try to do this, but we are so hurt that I don't want to risk our units dying. So that is where we will stop. And the best thing ever, right? We have gotten the ability to
This way.
hunt another mammoth. As I was saying, mammoth hunting is the key, and we see that we have some experience here. We have 2 units. In fact, I will get even the third unit back, right? Just so that we can hunt you. And what would be the best tile? Right, this side. None of them are good tiles. This might actually be the best one because there is a chance that the mammoths at least spawns not on the high ground. How about this? I think so. And with this unit, I think we will just take up
My feet hurt.
the last curiosity. Yep, we collected a curiosity with 3 science, 1 culture, right? So that is pretty good. We have gained up quite a lot of it. And what we will do is move here and attack.
Together.
And let's see instant resolution. We see now instant resolution is showing us that one of our units will die. So we definitely cannot afford that. I will make sure that our Earth unit is a little bit behind. Anyway, the mammoth will be starting somewhere here. Let us hope it doesn't start on any one of these high tiles. Yep, indeed, it doesn't. So what we can do, get these units here, get you here, and just start defending. The mammoth will obviously attack the unit with the least health and the least combat strength. But now the mammoth has been baited. And we can just defend. Yep. That gave us 20 food and 20 influence. That completed everything. Now we can move up easily. In fact, what I would say, this is another trick. Uh, Normally this says that it will give us 5 food, which I think is anyway not important since we have a completely filled up thing. But if we go into the next era, actually this will not give us 5 food, but this will give us gold in the next era. So it will automatically give us gold. So that is what I will be doing. Even with this unit, get this. And with you, you can move somewhere else. Oh, we cannot take that one. I think I could have done this maybe a little bit better. But okay, it's fine. It's fine. Whatever is there is fine. Let us just move a little bit away
This way.
just to get a little bit more sight. And we will be making the choice for our culture move up. So let's see the choices, right? What choices do we have remaining? The choices we have are Parmanungians, which are, there are different kind of affinity, right? So this is aesthete affinity, which allows us to gain a lot more influence generation. Each culture will have their, this is their legacy trait, which will be carried out across the eras, a unique unit called emblematic unit and an emblematic district. Normally in the game, there are 4 types of district, right? There is one for production, maker's quarter, one for science quarter, research quarter, one for food, which is farmer's quarter, and one for money market quarter. So each of them will be like some kind of unique quarter, either unique farmer quarter, unique other kind of quarter. I mean, there are also special districts like garrisons or common quarter, which can be done. So each unit, each of the cultures will have something like that. So what are the good choices here? I mean, the AIs have really taken some really good choices. We will see how we do. Let us make a save up here just to make sure that before the choice, and I will be putting all the saves up. Just so that anybody wanting to follow up from here can do so. And let us discuss a little bit of the choices, right? We have Sumerians, which is a diplomat affinity. So they get a lot of diplomat leverages by meeting up with other empires and building up their unique emblematic districts. But I really think that they are some of the weaker ones because diplomacy is really weak, and most of the time war is a better form of diplomacy. You can just basically crush everybody, and then you don't need diplomacy at all. That is my way of playing this game. Phoenicians can be actually pretty good if you have a lot of coastline, which to be very fair, we do have a lot of coastline. So that would be pretty good. But I have done a lot of I have done two different playthroughs with Harbor Quarter Strat, and I do not want to do a third one, even if this will be an over-explained series. So I think I will get away from it. I've shown that off quite a lot. Nubians would be good if there is a lot of luxury and strategic resource deposits, and they also have a lot of production up there, which would be good. But we actually don't have much of anything, right? We actually don't have any luxury deposit. And if you see the game options, I think we have started with scarce strategic resource, normal luxury resource distribution, but there's literally none available here. So yeah, we will have to make do with what we have. And in fact, we have our opponents start with horses, but we really start with horses only here. So we could choose somebody like the Assyrians for sure. What are the other good choices? I think Harappans always are one of the better choices because they get a lot of food on dry grass and on river, which is one of the most excellent things. So dry grass is something like, I think, this, or is that there are certain ones which are called, yeah, this is a dry grass, right? The ones with one food. So that it converts that into two food, which is very good, Ravi. So they get a lot of food, and more specifically, they get a lot of food from rivers. But that is not even the most important thing. What is most important is that their Pathfinder units have 14 combat strength instead of 10, which even when we transition, I think it will be 12 or 13, which means that you can actually stack four of them and take out entire cities very quickly, which is definitely not very possible with other ones. So we can definitely do that. Or play the Egyptians. Egyptians are a great culture. In fact, I think one of the strongest cultures up there because they have the Egyptian pyramid, a lot of production, and all the builder affinity cultures are very, very strong. So there are a lot of good choices that we could take. I mean, the weakest choices here will be Pamanungian because this can only be placed at rivers, and we have no rivers. We have not having rivers also mean Harappans are not as good. Harbors would be good, but I don't want to take that. So I really want to take either Egyptians or Assyrians. Both of them will be pretty decent, I think. We will have the horses pretty quickly, so we could do that. But since we are about to have so much production, I think I can show off why the Egyptians are such an oppressively powerful culture. And in fact, it's one of the best cultures ever, right? Plus one industry on every tile producing industry. And they definitely have a unit which requires a lot of horses and copper, but they're very strong. But I think I can show off a strategy where you don't even care about which kind of unit that is there, and you just can roll over the AIs, even on the highest difficulty, right? This is humankind difficulty. And even for the Assyrians, you need four horses, which is fine. And the Assyrian raiders are actually very powerful. But let me just show off the Egyptians. So let us just adopt this and confirm. Let's go.
Ah, the challenges of a young civilization. It's hard keeping up with the neighbors when they have the wheel and you don't. Humankind learns quickly that everyone contributes. If you're terrified of wild animals, you can grow lentils or catch fish. Tribes settle towns. Towns develop markets, and markets begin the exchange of goods, services, and most important, rumors and hearsay. Entering this era as the Egyptians, then? No prizes for guessing how you plan to leave your mark.
We plan to leave a mark by building up a great empire. And indeed, the first thing you should be doing is setting up your city. If we had both the places up, then it would have been a choice. But here we only have one place up, so really there's no choice of the city. But even when doing so, what you really want is a good mix of production and food. And here we will, I think, have much lower production than here. Also, we will have a wider place, and the capital can expand way more than other places. So I really think this is where we need to put it up. And with some of our units, I think it is a good idea to just explore around and meet up with this AI and see which AI this will be. Yep, all our units which have zero veterancy can be easily fed into the cities just to get more population. So if we go here, it will start with already one population up. Not only that, because we have so many population, we can easily already even form our religion on turn 16. So that is what we will be doing. I would say if you don't know what you are doing, not to go for the +2 faith on main plaza and +2 faith on administrative center because it spreads out your religion quite a lot. While this one is just very easy.
A first city constructed. Walls, roofs, an outhouse. Ah, the luxuries of civilization.
While here, all your faith is focused on the city center, which makes it very easy to concentrate with. Also, it it doesn't matter if you only have two areas in a city or not. And while there, you really need three areas to get much higher benefits than normal. So I would not recommend that. So now that we have our city, what should you do? I think the first order of things that you should be doing always is a pottery workshop, followed by some maker squatter just to make sure that your production is up. So here I will set up the pottery workshop, and this is our city screen. I would always suggest to go to the expert policy and then you can shift everything up. I would suggest going a little bit more production heavy first so that you can build your pottery workshop faster. And with units like this, you can easily heal up. Yeah, so let's come here within our areas, right? This one is within. This one will anyway take a little bit time to heal up, while this unit is having basically zero veterancy. So I will bring it out just to put it into the city. And the reason I want to do this is pretty simple, is because each population also generates an extra influence, and our city center will have higher than 90% initially, which means that each population is also generating +2 influence initially. And we did have also the benefit of generating +1 influence per population. So you want your cities to have as high population as possible. This is also a population that we can put into our cities very easily. So I will get you back. While with the other unit, we can keep just make sure that we will scout out all the region. With the other units, what to do? Right, we have three population here, and I would suggest to always move in groups of two. Moving in groups of two makes it way more easier, and then you are a little bit definitely strong, so you do not get bullied by the AI.
Let's go. Got it.
Whereas with one, you definitely get bullied a lot more. So let us just do this, attack the deer while staying in our area, just so that we will heal up, and we also see that we gained a little bit of gold. 22 gold was also generated from destroying or ransacking all these sanctuaries, which is why we are at positive gold. Otherwise, we might have been at negative. That is very much required. So how about this? We can attack once more here and easily gain more gold. Yeah, very easy. And this unit will heal up in our area for very easily. And that I think is also what we should be doing here. Just make sure that we kill this unit and ransack it just to make sure we get a lot of gold. This is what you should want to be doing early on. Also, we have the technology screen. So what should we be selecting? I would say the first few tech which you almost always want to do is to get calendar, to get the artisan squadron, as well as get carpentry and city defense. This is very important in case of war. In fact, since we have no luxuries around anywhere, I think what we will be doing is just going to carpentry, city defense, into organized warfare. Through bronze working? Sure. And since I'm having this some kind of light screen, what I will be doing is just making the save again. To remove that, and I think that will easily get removed if we load the same turn again. So let's do this. Few seconds late. Yep. Has it not gone? This is even worse now. Okay. We destroyed some wildlife, which is fine. They will recover. It's fine. So, where should we be? I think we can come into our main city and we will be scouting down the south with the other unit once it has healed up. But first, it has to heal up, right? This unit, we will be moving it one tile at a time just so that we don't miss any curiosity. This one should definitely be going up. Yep. We have now discovered 40 influence and 15 science. This is why the early text can actually get done very quickly if you just discover a little bit of curiosity. And that is why scouting is king actually in this 4x game. And now we also see that now we are in ancient era. Actually, even though this says the base movement is 2, but for all the scouting units, uh, they ignore kind of movement penalties. So that will be pretty good. What is this? 0. So I think I will also be moving you back, making sure that we get you out here. And we have new civics we have unlocked. So that is pretty good always. I would always say early on, the best ones to get are these ones, right? Early on, you will have the main plaza up, while the emblematics will be much slower. So you can get them much after that, while also emblematic districts will have a lot of it. So early on, you can definitely choose this very safely. This will also get you the 20 influence refunded in like 4
It
turns.
seems so. If the gods hadn't chosen us, somebody else would be standing here.
Oh, I think I even made a mistake. I think had I not done that, we could have settled up our second city, which would have been probably better. But okay, what is done is done. What is done is done. So I will not be replaying that. That is perfectly fine.
Over here. Over this
We
way.
can just be here and heal up.
Come over here. Follow me. Off we
Rapid
go.
and dangerous, the Hittites. Get ready to hear the sound of chariots when you least expect it.
So these are the Hittites. Very, very powerful. And what are
Greetings.
their
I'm
abilities?
your
They are
good neighbor
militarist,
and a loyal
adaptive,
friend.
obviously.
As long
Their
as you'll be
units
my
have
support.
+2 land movement and naval movement speed, while they have +6 combat strength in units in adjacent to district or garrison. So, and they attack others on site. So they will be very, very, very strong. I think we have to try to shut them down very early, which we will be doing. We will be doing that. Next turn, I will buy the pottery workshop, and that is also a mechanic I want to discuss. So let's see, right? The pottery workshop is almost done. And what you can easily do with a little bit, if you have a little bit of gold remaining, you can buy it up and that will instantly complete it. Then you have everything done. And now that we have reached our city area, we can disband this very safely to get the second population. And if we are here, we also see our influence went up. In fact, we can destroy the third area, the third unit up, right? See, this is so good. Just to get more population. And we have also army composition up. So we can get some of these ones up to get more influence on emblematic district. I will definitely be doing that for sure. But we can start here with some emblematic district, right? Egyptian pyramids are one of the best ones, really. They give a lot of production, which is really king early on. So I really think that the best one to do is to get these ones up and running. And I would even suggest that the initial idea should be to try to get a circle or rather a triangle of these emblematic districts. In fact, what can be easily done uh, is like get a district here, here, and these three. That will be very excellent. That will exploit all the tiles or all around, and I think that is my plan of doing things. So although this one is saying that this will be better, and it will be, but I think the triangle I think is always better. So let us just go here. 6 production. It will be done in 4 turns, and we have a unique ability, Land Raiser. If we want, we can increase production in our cities at the cost of sacrificing money signs and other things. But that is only for
Come over
much
here.
later in the
Follow
game
me,
if you
though.
want
I
to
can
rush
handle
some
this.
wonder or something, not initially. And we finally see a river. So late. Let us just discover all these tiles. Maybe there is something interesting. Who knows?
Come over here.
Maybe there will be something interesting. I definitely, this is our second city for sure. We also want to make sure that we get some of these areas up, especially this one with an unknown strategic resource. And also, I will be discovering what is up there. So let us just come here. Hopefully, we will heal up.
We'll stay here. Over this way.
Yep. We also discovered a breathtaking Hindu Kush mountain. Yep. Okay, acknowledge. So, where was that? Yep, mountain range was discovered. I really want to know how far they are
Uh-huh.
spreading
Come over here.
because Hittites will be very dangerous. And they also have a luxury, so that is also very, very strong. I definitely want to attack them as quickly as possible. So that is what we will be planning to do, right? I mean, and also if you see, I want to quickly make up our second city, and this is my suggestion to always try to have a second city as soon as possible. And you can have it with 160 influence, which is what I could have done this turn also. I missed it, but we will do that next turn. On turn 19, we will have our second city up. This also gives us our era star, an expansionist era star, and this is how we win games. To win a game of Humankind, at the end of the game, you need to have the highest fame point while also getting the final win condition. But the game the person who wins is always decided by fame points, and how to get fame points is by getting these stars. And these stars are basically quests, kind of. You can think of them like quests to do different things, like building districts, getting leverages, and getting influence generation, money generation, researching technology, expanding. This is earning money. This is a grain starts growing in population and by killing units. All of these are there, and the special affinity of your class gives you a little bit more fame. So instead of 100, 200, 300 fame, you get 150, 300, and 450, I think. Yeah, so that is what you have. This has been converted to our religion. We will be doing that for sure. They have 2 units up, which is fine. It's not the biggest issue. We will be expanding around here and seeing what is up.
Let's go.
Yep, this is really barren land. But again, there is some there is a lot of production here, so I can definitely take that. This is our second city, so I think, as always, I will just go for expert policy, high food. I like to set this up like this: production, gold, science, food. Production, science, gold, science, food. And if you are low on food, then just set it up like this. For high food, this doesn't even decrease in population because of -4, so you can even keep it here or keep it like this for more production. I would say early on production is king. While starting from the mid game, you can start to focus on food for sure. Okay, now we can discover some more area. I will keep these two together, I think, or do we need to keep them together or not? Okay, I will keep them together, I think. This is a nice thing to show off just to make sure that you don't get bullied by single AI units, because these AI units are stronger. You see 17 strength, while ours are what, like 40. So you can definitely get bullied if you are alone. And what we will be trying to do is to make sure that we build up an army quickly. And that is why we are researching carpentry into city defense. With these two techs, you can build up initial army pretty quickly. That is the aim. So what will I be doing here? I think I will get into this area and just settle this up quickly. So let's just be here. Yep, 18 out of 26. I will also have
Come
this
over here.
particular unit just be in our backyard, making sure that we can keep clearing up curiosities as they spawn around here. That is fine. Let us go to turn 20. Yep. Oh, we can only move one tile. Otherwise, we could attack him. And then he would run away. 17. 17 is so strong, though. Will he run away? I think so.
Time to see what happens when foreign cultures get together and decide to murder each other.
Indeed, he did not run away. That was very unexpected. Let us get here. Ooh, 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 ooh. I will get here, try to bait him there. Nope, he did not. He did not get baited at all.
Off we go.
But we have 2 turns to take him out. I think this will be perfectly fine. Okay. We will battle up this next turn also. We have healed up this with this unit, so we can definitely set up here. Also, we can get the second civic, right? Legitimacy is the one. And I would say to always go for this, minus 50% on create
That
outpost
seems
cost.
to leave a lot of interpretation of right and wrong, not to mention yours and mine.
Which means that the influence cost to make up this territory will be going down. So right here, for example, this is no longer like normally it could have, this is now 37 while previously it was way too high. So I think this is very much needed. Next turn we will be setting that up for sure. While with this unit we can just discover if there is something all around here. Nothing really that I can see. And let us just keep making sure that there are no curiosities here. Yep, that is good. 3 turns for this. Next turn, maybe we can buy this if we want to. We will see.
A first visible mark of this new culture. I hope the style is pleasing, because it will be around for as long as the city lasts.
We also can settle up this area now to get either high production or not. We can do that. Also, because of our plan, I want like triple maker squatter. So all these tiles will be exploited very easily, right? You already see that any city center or something exploits the tiles around it. And this is true for all districts. So with district triangle like this, all the tiles here will get exploited. So I really want something up here, right, to exploit all that. And how will that be? 5, 9, 4, 10, but this also takes up here. So I think this is so much better. This also gives us another forward base, which is very important. And he has made up a demand of us that
Enough.
we can locate and we
The
can
only
just
way.
refuse. Let their war score grow. We will care about that later. While we have issues here, we need to defend, and we are somehow failing to defend. Yeah, I did not expect that he would be so stupid to keep on attacking, which is how he lost his units. But we also are so low on health now. So I think I will have to come up here and kind of make another territory claim up, just so that we can start healing, or maybe even do the territory claim down here. Something like, let's say, here. That would be pretty good. Also for here, I think I will also get the pottery workshop done so that we can start with making the Egyptian pyramid. And this will be the second area claim for sure. And then we can make a lot of claims up. Yep. And with our scout units, we will just make sure to keep searching all the land. Another event has come up, so it depends on what choices are you want to make. I just choose always this particular one or the learning one, right? Plus 20 signs for 10 turns when our signs per turn is 10. Really. So this converts it into 30 signs, right? So now we will just, for the next 10 turns, we will basically get to organized warfare. And this is one of the main techs because what this allows you to do is to reinforce your armies. And this, I think, is ultra important. Okay. So we also need to, this area has a lot, probably a lot of rivers. So I definitely want to claim up this land and see how this claim can be made. And you see, definitely a lot of rivers. And rivers allow for a lot. I mean, there's a reason that rivers are the base of all kind of civilization. And that is because rivers give a lot more yields and they have a lot of infrastructure which can be done with them later. But that is what we will be doing. We have already one pyramid up here, and I think I might even now want this pyramid triangle. Right, there could be a pyramid triangle, right, literally right here, and that would also be fine. That would be triple pyramid triangle or something, which could definitely be done. But for now, we can get either one of these things, or I can just start doing what I think is the best thing to do, is just to make sure that we have our armies up, right? Especially, I would say the best army initially is to have like 2 archers, 2 warriors, as creating one army, right? One army is like 4 slots, so 4, and then have another copy of that. With like 2 copies of archers and warriors, you can basically handle the early game, any kind of aggression. That I think is what to go for. So I will create another Egyptian pyramid, then basically make another army up there too. I think with that we will be done. City defense has been researched. That means we can now build warriors if we want. And after 4 turns, we will be able to put copper online if we have it anywhere, and also get other units up. So yeah, we are getting attacked here. Are they? What are they? Only 16. I think we can take them with 14 each, right? I think so. I think their particular unit might be trying to run away. Yep. It decided that running away was the best, which I agree with. It was indeed the best. And you already see the point of the river, right? Just see how much the river gives us. And in fact, when generating an area, you really want to be encompassing as many river tiles as possible. So if I make a claim here, I will get 1, 2, 3, 4 river, right? This might even be the best. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 15. Although this is 8, 15, but it will really get a lot of rivers. So then I could even take like this one, that one city, and I could have like 1, 2, 3, 4, like this, which might even be the best. So this could even is probably even the best here. So one of these ones is the best. It's up to choice. You can choose whichever. I think I will place it here, just because this one takes up the most river claims, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Instead, here it takes 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is what I will be doing. Let's go here. We have gotten this claim, so we will be attaching up the territories for sure very, very quickly. Okay, let us just keep scouting all this region. Yep, and next turn we can settle up this territory. So let's end turn.
Another empire has opened an embassy, a powerful symbol of diplomacy and a hotbed of rumor, gossip, and intelligence.
And you see, we basically kind of first move, and while they are attacking us with a full unit, and we will not be taking this time, otherwise all of us will die. So I will just be retreating back into our area. And we will be healing that up very easily. While I can just go there. And even if they come here to attack, we will already be in our city. So, and we will be healing up very quickly. That is perfectly fine. I will just have to remember to just first move them, right? And this will be settled up very quickly. We can attach that as a territory. This archery will be done. This territory will also get attached. And we can try to chase off after their unit. You see? I think this unit is the one retreating, right? You see its retreating status, which means that it has minus 50% land movement and naval movement speed. And we can pick it off very easily, I think. And I think that is what we should be doing. And we will be remaining in our area, just making sure that we heal off. And I think that is what is to be done here. Just makeups come here, indeed.
All together.
You see? He even went into the low ground. I mean, what even is the point?
No fear.
And we did even a back attack. So both their units got killed. This gives us a little bit of war support, which is very important for us because that means that we will be
Greetings.
getting
I
hopefully
hope
to
you'll pardon my
80.
stare.
They are at, because they are a militarist culture, so they are starting at 80 anyway. So we have to be very careful about that. But yeah, that is just that. I will be scouting also that land. We will be seeing how that goes. And with this particular unit, probably it is a good idea to scout here
Follow me.
just to see what is up. And yep, come here. Good. So I think next turn it is a good idea probably to even take up either this land or this land, one of these two, and start building yet another unit up. Oh, minus 10 somehow. Okay, that is fine. I think we can be like this. Minus 4, which is good. So now that you see our population has decreased, and whenever you put any unit in production, it will automatically take the population, not when it's created, but when it is even put in queue and even a little bit of production goes into it. That is how this game has been designed ever since the previous patch. I kind of disagree with that because it really leads into some situations where defense is much harder, but that is just what it is. Okay, they have attacked us. We have to first turn that. Okay, they have retreated there. Okay, good. Good, good, good. We can come here. They're attacking us. Something. 3 warriors, 1 archer. We definitely have to retreat. Okay. That means we are in excessive risk here because we could definitely die. In fact, I will take them both. In one turn, we will have also bronze working. But now I need a lot of defense. I had not expected them to be so powerful. I will have to kind of make sure that we don't have our capital besieged because with 4 population they can definitely kill us off. Okay, minus 2. We can have a second archer up for sure. Our archer should be remaining in our land and you should be getting up. What I can also do is attach this territory, right? And that will give, attaching any territory gives its production and food, also puts it into the city that is getting attached to. That I think would be very good since the production will go very much high as well as the population. And this I will also attach very quickly, I think. But here it will take them 2 turns to move up here, and I think they are already here. So that is what I will be doing. Yep, that gives us our second expansionist star, which is pretty good. We can move up there for sure. And that also allows us to produce this much quicker. Yeah, so let us just do that. Second archer and then 2 warriors for sure. How about this? I also want to attach this, so let's get this done and then we will attach up Solaris pretty quickly. So yeah, let's end turn. First move ourselves. In 6 turns, we will have organized warfare done complete. And because we have taken up this area, it will be harder for them to come in without declaring war, which is very much important for us. That is what we really, really want. And here, what we will be doing is attaching this territory. Yep, this also completes the third expansion is the second, and the third expansion is star. Expansion stars are the easiest to get, especially because you can get easily like the second city. And rather than go for the Egyptian pyramid, which is what we need, but what we really also need is production. So I will be producing a second army. Second army is really what we truly need. And I think I will even feed scouts inside, just to make sure that our production will be up. So let's go and build up an army quickly.
It's one of those moments that make you feel like a small thing on a wondrous planet.
Because we discovered a wonder, we also got 30 signs for the first one. And since that is the new world that I will be expanding to there for sure. Okay, let us just be here, and with this particular unit I can just scout everything all around. So I definitely have to attach up territory. How about this pyramid, right? 15. I think by the time our population grows, I think I can build up yet another one and then quickly go to build up certain territories. And we have the second population here, so yeah, we can be around here.
How do you do? In every sense of the question.
We can even renounce all of that so that we can start to get some leverage. I don't think they will be getting gold at all. So yeah, we will be renouncing that. We'll be seeing how that goes. She will likely be attacking us anyway. Everywhere. Yeah, so you are here. In fact, if anything, we can already move up the units because up until the time that she declares war, she cannot enter our lands freely. Oh, she can enter into these lands, although. So that might not be the best. Okay, let us remain around here. Around the lands that we actually own and not just territory claim, so that this will be harder for us to attack, harder for her to attack. So we will be doing that, and also getting a second archer. So 2 archers and 2 warriors are my go-to. That is what we will be doing. Let's go. Okay, 2 units. Then just be around here. And 3 turns to Egyptian pyramid, and we already have 0 population, so we cannot construct much. And but once the Egyptian pyramid is done, then I think the warriors will be much faster. So that is my aim. Let us also hope that we can get this rolling. Yep, I think we will be able to get it done. And also an Egyptian pyramid after that. That will be good. This will be so much production everywhere. Just be around here so that we can scout out that land, right? We can safely be around this particular region and not worry about, getting attacked randomly. Yep, we have some curiosities which we definitely want to keep discovering. And I think curiosities will anyway always keep spawning in areas that are not controlled, which is all this area. So we want to be there for sure. Oh, we can get attacked. Is that a warrior? Nope, that is a normal unit, but I think it is time for us to run away. Hattusa is definitely what we want to take, and it's already at 4 population, yet again, which means she has been building a lot of units. We have to make sure that we have at least 2 armies of archers before we attack there. Otherwise, we will be in bad shape. So let's get the second army also up. 2 turns for Egyptian pyramid, and then we get the full army up and then send that too. We can also always delete up the unit, and in fact we can bring this unit back and then delete it in 1 or 2 turns. That will be fine.
Let's go.
Just be here.
Off we go.
No, just stay out.
Not everything worth appreciating was forged by human hands.
We got yet another 30 signs for discovering yet another wonder. And we have what appears to be a free people just around the wonder, which is what always happens, which is perfectly fine. Free people are what make the game pretty interesting, I would say. So let us get. Do we want Egyptian pyramid here? Maybe I actually want the archer up here first. And like even the warrior acknowledge. Yep. Organized warfare has been done, which means we can now reinforce our armies everywhere. And the other things that now we will be doing is just make sure that we have everything up ready up here. I think the other tech that is very important is writing, as always, calendar and writing. So just go for it. One of the scientist star has been earned, pretty decent, which means we have completed a certain number of techs. And if you see the scientist star here, no, this is the scientist star. We have completed 4 out of 4 techs. The second star is at 7. So now we can discover, or rather, I can tell what is a good time to move on. A good time to move to the next era is always when you complete all the 3 scientist stars. That is what we will be doing, and we already see what we can do. Another event has come up for choices. I like to take up Defiant because I like to move to the left of the Liberty axis towards Liberty for sure, always. And -5 stability on capital really means nothing. It just really means nothing. So we have Egyptian pyramid, and then next will be 2 warriors. Yep, that is what it will be. And they have 3 warriors and 1 archer. So we need to make sure, and their units also have 22 combat strength. Their archers are 20. Our archers are 17. And how to improve that is with this army composition. We can take this up, 35 influence, spend it 35, and also get to the liberty axis. It is also a nice time to discuss what is with these, right? Moving up and on different axes gives us different benefits. And in fact, the liberty axis is one of the best because even in the middle one, it gives +2 influence on emblematic district, the first level, while the second one is really where I like to be for the whole game, right? +4 influence on all our emblematic districts. And I quite like to build emblematic districts everywhere. So I think that is where I want to be. So let's just take it. That means our influence will go from 41
It does seem logical that
to
people
45.
shouldn't have to do a job unless they want to.
Yep, indeed. So we have an archer. I will probably start building a warrior. We will see. In 2 turns that should be done. We will see if I want to delete it or not. I think I will just wander around here. And these 2 scout units can just scout. Oh wow, this is such fertile land. I think we have to settle up around here. Once Hattusa is taken care of, right? I think it might be a good time to start meeting up the free people. Just be around here, right? Just station them indefinitely. Oh yeah, as I was talking about that, some curiosities will be spawning up. So I think I will just move around there and just keep a look and then keep coming up and down. Since this is the free world that we have already discovered, this is chaotic map, so we got a very free one randomly. But that's also part of the luck. That is what we will be doing. So let's go next turn. Yep. So we have the units up
Let's go.
very, very quickly.
Follow me. Off we go. Over this way.
We can try to destroy this, although this might not be the best.
Follow me.
I could just remain here just so that he cannot settle that into a city or even into an area. Yep, let's get the second army up. Okay, Egyptian pyramid. I will buy it next turn, and then I will definitely start building up the army. We have to get our army rolling. We can also settle up this area if we want. Maybe it's a good idea to just spend a little time away, but I definitely want to settle this up and I don't want to give it to him. This might be just a little bit better, right? It has what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tile river. This is also good, right? It has all tile river. Actually, this is one of the best tiles ever possible. All tile river, and we can still expand like on this side. I think this will be our third city for sure. So I will just make this claim. This is 63 because this is beside our area. I will just do that here. And it will become part of him, but yeah, we will just deny that.
I want my
Refuse.
powder.
I find your proposition.
Oh, he has declared war.
Let's go. Over this way.
We have to make sure that we can defend it now. Okay, warrior. Uh, we have to make sure that we can defend it now. Hopefully we will be able to. We will see. Let us also meet the free people. We will be meeting it up for sure. I think I will get around from here and then meet it up. We have to try to defend it, okay? This is our core region. Next turn, calendar will be done. We will see how that will go. Thebes, Egyptian pyramid. So Egyptian pyramid is now done. Okay. Be here. Get this done. They are targeting each of our units up. So I think we have to retreat from here. They are here. Their units are literally here. And they even have 6 movement, right? Which is so hard for us to beat. Okay, so we really need to take up this claim. And I think with so many units, we should be able to fight them off. Army wages. No, I don't want this. What I really want is units. Units are what I really want. Can we build more units? Nope, we can't. This is the problem that I was talking about that can easily happen. So I think this is the third area that we want. So I will attach it just so that we can start getting much more food and production. Especially this will give 9 food for 20 production as well as 1 population. So if I attach it, I get 1 population, can move it here, and then can put it onto what? We have 2 archers, 3rd archer, 4th archer here. So I will just put another warrior. That should be pretty good. Start getting you out. Just make sure that you are out. And their unit will be coming here. So we will be trying to gang up on them. We will see how that will go. Yep, and they are Acadians and they are a peaceful people. This is the sign for peaceful. They are a peaceful people, so they will hopefully not be attacking us. And let's see how this will be going. Yep, we saw all this tiles, so let us just start moving back. Hopefully we discover some more land. This is turn 30. Definitely have to take up here and attack Hattusa. Right? They have even made another 2 army. So this is just a full race of making army one after each other. That is the only thing we can do.
Follow.
Defend our flag. Only one of our units is getting attacked, and that is this one. What we could do is slot this unit up here, and that way they cannot attack all this side because they will be spawning up here, right? They will be spawning up all here, which means we will then get a lot of opportunity. Yep, so you know what? Manual battle. We only have this unit up, so slot up back and deployment. They will be coming up from far. And we have to retake flag, which is whatever. But we can also come inside this unit with our unit. And now, with our reinforcements, we can actually spawn our reinforcements up everywhere. So like this, we can spawn up our archers up here. So like our archers, we can spawn up here very easily and make sure that we kill them off. So like I will spawn my archers here. One of our archer here. What is this unit? This unit is also an archer. And this one can go into an even more safer place. This tile cannot even be attacked. So we just have to make sure that their archer is definitively dead this turn. Right, archers are the hardest things and we really need to make sure that they are dead. And we can get the final reinforcement up. Make sure that the archer is dead up here. This tile, because this tile can only be attacked from one high ground tile, while here it can be attacked from two. So this is what I will be doing. Make sure that the archer is dead. Yep, that means the archer has died. And let's see. Our warrior can also join the fight. Oh, and this is... We can join up here. The archer can come up here, can attack. This warrior can also join the fight up here, right? So we are basically, I mean, although he has quite a lot of units, the problem is that he has now too many things that he needs to attack. This should be very much hard for him. So yeah, I think he will not be liking how this thing goes. Which is good for us. So while it takes us 2 turns to grow, I think I will be getting the 3rd pyramid. I just make sure that we get this for a lot more faith generation and everything, and then we will be making sure to go to Hattusa and attacking that. While I will be saving up for our 3rd city. Our 3rd city will be what? It needs us 510 influence, which is quite a lot of influence, and that will take quite some time. And we also see how unfortunate we
So,
were,
will this
right?
independent people be an ally or an enemy? A barrier or a blessing? Their future may not be in their hands.
That all the rivers were here while we were in a riverless position, which is fine. It's fine. We have to retake our flag though, otherwise we will still lose the fight. But we have 3 turns to retake our flag. So let's end turn. Let's see what he will be doing. Yeah, he really wanted to kill off our archers, which is not very easy to do, friend. I mean, some of them will definitely be dying. I mean, let us be very clear, right? Some of them will be dying. But that is a sacrifice that we have to make. We can now take our flag up here. Attack this guy to make sure that he gets hurt very badly. Also, always attack from the high ground whenever possible, just so that it hurts them extremely brutally. Here we can also move a little bit to the high ground or something like this, right? Just so that from the high ground we will have much better combat strength, right? And that way we should be able to kill out this unit for sure. Okay, I think this style will be good.
Strike first, strike hard.
Yep. And we can try to block off this tile and also kill off this particular unit, which means that only one unit remains and it can choose to attack us anywhere, doesn't matter. Yep, and rather than lose health, what we will be doing is making sure that we feed the kills to our archers. Yep, so that gives us our first military star because we killed 6 units. Indeed, we did. That was 4 units lost for them. Right, we gained 8 war support. They lost 8 war support. And now we can start attacking. We will be definitely attacking this city for sure. Next turn, I will be healing up here. Come here, heal up all our units, and then attack Nissa. We will take up that city for sure. We have 3 turns before we can make up anything. So what should we be doing, right? There are other buildings that we also need to make. And in fact, one of the buildings that I will say is the best, right? I mean, we now know that this is the best placement for the third maker's quarter, which I definitely would say is the first few good buildings that you want to do. Then the other thing you can do is we can build up some more quarters up here later. And for now, we have to also think of where we will be putting up embassy, which gives us a lot of stability per era, and also obelisks, which are the equivalent of, like, let's say altars from Civilization 7, or some kind of holy sites, basically. These are holy sites from Civilization 6. So that is what we want to put. And they also provide a lot of stability. And we see that our stability is falling very heavily. So what we really want is to put it at some place where a lot of stability will be gained, which I think is around here. And then also put probably the embassy in our second city. So yeah, that is my plan. So let's just put it here, right? That gives us 20 stability and 14 faith, which will make sure that we push out our faith quite a lot. And since this is kind of a not a wonder, but let's say not a world wonder, but let's say an empire-wide wonder. So we can even put our main city for that, right? That means that that will be done in 3 turns. But I will first get this rolling. I think we want more armies. That is what we really want. So I will get that rolling up for sure. This particular unit should be here. This particular unit should be here. And I will get you back very quickly. We need to make sure that we can take out this city as quickly as possible. So let's move. And with this, what you can always do is heal up. I think I will wait another turn before I heal up, just so that we can do that efficiently. And we can wait a little while. They are at 2 population, or their majority of their army has been basically destroyed. So we could always do this, right? Attack with a small army. Even with an army of 2 and an archer, you could easily take it out. So let's say if you move here, right? And whenever they have any such tile, right, you can always attack it very easily. So, and attacking any such quarter which is built from the city will automatically make it into a city siege. So we can do this for sure. I think the best to do is to move like this and make sure we include all these tiles in the city siege, so that all of them will be included into the fight. That will make the fight so much more doable. So that is what I will be doing. Just make sure that we take out this city. Then we can destroy this city for sure, and then we move up with this particular unit and take out their capital. We need to make sure that they are just common. And we can now assault. What do they have? We can already see they have nothing. We can already assault. They have literally 1 unit, which is I mean, what even is the point, right? Our units will not even be dying, well, they will just get destroyed. And in fact, if we do this manually, then this will be even better because we can just sit here. We can end deployment right there, just at one place. We can just sit here, get our warrior inside, just so that it doesn't get attacked, and then just end round. Yeah. So they can attack like this. Yep. So here goes the city. But they are coming with a full unit. Okay. This could be a little bit strong. Okay. So let me be here just so that we can defend this city, right? Just let me be a little bit back. I need to be able to heal you up. One turn for another Egyptian pyramid, and next turn we will just quickly heal all of them up. So like you can shift click to make sure that you have selected all the units, and next turn I will just quickly click this so that we will heal them up. Let's also see what things have come up. So new civics have come up for making some treaties with the independent people. We can always do that for sure, but I'm saving up my things for, what should I say, making treaties. Not treaties, but our third city. I think that is what is really needed. Okay, I will get back just to make sure that he doesn't pillage our city. Yep. And with these particular units, I think I can just try to see if there is any discovery here. Okay, before I press end turn, just make sure that I will be able to heal all this unit, right? End turn,
Revive Maker's Quarter.
quickly heal up.
It seems that someone took the phrase building your future a bit too literally.
And you see, they tried to retreat. Why did they try to retreat? Because they saw that I think the AI can kind of tell how big we are. And they were like, okay, this is not done. But I think we want to attack them and for sure want to kill them off, right? And we probably could kill them off with like a little bit of damage. So we will make sure that we heal up. Right, that is our second army. Can we attack you from up? Nope, we can't. How about this? Right, we see that we need to be around here just to make even sure that we can get it up. So let's get here just so that we can attack them. And we also say that their war score is decreasing because we have occupied their city. That is very important. That is so important. And let us just make sure that
Off we go. Over this way.
we attack them in pretty sensible ways.
Follow me. Come over here.
And obviously they don't want to attack us because they understand that they will all die, but we can attack them, and in fact this is their area, right? So we will even heal off there easily. So let us even come up, make sure that we can attack them off. This will make them retreat, and if they accidentally retreat this side, we could even attack them again. That will kill them off their units. Okay, they retreated that side, right? The retreat direction is a little bit off and there is no real full consistency to it. But that means that for the next turn they cannot attack us yet again, which means this particular unit can destroy the city in 5 turns. Right, I will set it up and destroy that. While what we will be doing is just to make sure that we can settle up our third city here very quickly. So I will wander around here for now. With Memphis, what can we do? I think a third army, right? A third army is what we need. Right, our population will be growing, but some more archers never killed anybody. Yeah, we have completed 7 stars, so we can move on. You can always move on after you do 7 stars, which is very important. But yeah, that is just what it is. So let's see. In 5 turns, I think we can go back just to make sure that we clear this off. And then We could attack Hattusa from the top even, right? We could bring all the army here and attack. And they just have one army. So let us try to bait them. Hopefully they start to come a little bit inside and then they get killed.
Of course. Come over here.
Yep, they are literally just here. So we could attack them. Okay, how about this? This will be their territory. So then we will be very brutally hurt. But in theory, we can kill them off and they cannot run away, right? They are already retreating. So this is that exact turn on which they are the weakest. You know what? That is actually what we need. And these are all the turns. So I will be coming here. I will definitely be destroying that city. Just make sure that we come here and next turn we will go there with all these units to destroy their city. So let's attack their city. Let's attack their units, right? That will basically mean that they are dead.
For your family.
If we even see, right, what units will our units will be dying? Basically nothing, right? And they will be just completely getting wiped out. In fact, at this point there is no even need to do manual battle if you are getting such decisive battles, right? So I will, and just to save time, I will just do instant resolution, right? Acknowledge, open. 0 units lost, 4 units lost for them. Their army has been wiped clean. And now we can move back with these units as at any time and kind of just wreck their units. In fact, with these 2 units alone, we can try to destroy their city. While here, I can build another unit, let's say another archer. Or not even an archer, like a warrior, which will be done in 1 turn. I will bring it here and also help destroy this city. While we send all the other army, heal them up and send them to siege up their capital. Yep, we have the army up and ready. I hope you are ready, my friend. What is this unit? This is a normal scout. That is not even a problem. You should not be fearing a normal scout by now. Okay, Memphis has been done, so it can really help build the obelisk. And once the obelisk is done, I think I will also be getting the embassy done here. And the reason is because embassy gets +3 influence per era per adjacent district. So if you have a lot of district, this gets a lot of adjacency. And I think embassy placement here would be pretty good because this region can definitely be surrounded by a lot of districts like here, especially on this side. So I think that is what I will be doing. I will also be placing the embassy here. So like after the warrior, the holy site and the embassy will be getting done. And I think that is what I will be doing here too. Just complete everything. Just make sure everything can be done.
Off we go.
While we will just keep wandering around and discovering the land. We have to wait for 510 before we get our 3rd city. So yep, that is what we are waiting for. Yep, we moved our units back up. Where have we gotten it at? This one. It's not even a problem. We can just defend here. In fact, we can just do instant resolution and their unit will die because their unit has 14 combat strength. Ours is 16. Why even bother? What? Huh? What? Why did that happen? The instant resolution was saying, eh? Okay, you know what? I will reload this. This was just nonsense. Somehow it was showing that we would have won and then we lost. Okay, I will just reload this nonsense. I mean, at least then it should accept that, right? Instant resolution somehow. Oh, they were 16. Okay, it was showing us dying. Okay. If that is the case, then we will just stand here and end deployment. Okay, let him attack. He has to attack us from low ground. It's perfectly fine with me. You know what? I could even attack you. And that will kill off you. 7 to 25. Why even bother? Let him attack. It's fine. Oh, we can kill him off. Yeah. Yep. That does it. We also that way we got the second military star. Okay. This also teaches any watchers that read the screen very carefully, right? Do not be like me who read it wrong. Okay, we have to come back here and heal up. With these units, they can definitely destroy things up. You come here. That that city has to be destroyed, but with other units, we can heal up for sure. Okay. Obviously, sometimes you actually cannot exchange tiles very easily. So let us see how will we be going, right? Around here. Yep, Hattusa can only be attacked from this side. So we have to go the long route, which I think is fine. It's not the worst.
Let's go.
Because even with these units, we can just come here, make sure all our units are healed up, and make sure that we will be following up that area. Also come back. You also need to come back here, and they will heal by themselves in one turn, right? They already have lost all their movement, which is fine. Make sure we are coming here, right? We have to make sure to take out their capital as soon as possible.
Over this way.
Okay, somebody has discovered another wonder, which is fine for us. It's fine, and you can always check how other civilizations are doing. And we are doing pretty decently, right? Everybody has all the 7 stars done, so everybody is trying to farm more stars. And I would say every era you want to take. Yeah. Have a great time too, Zafir. Thank you for coming here and thank you for being here. I will also post this video on YouTube. So yeah, see you all later. Yeah. So the point is, as I was talking, right? A great way to end an era is to have, let's say, 3 stars completed in at least like 3 different categories. So I think we will definitely get it done for military, for expansionist. We have already gotten, and each era, I think you can always get the scientist star. So the three will be complete, 3 or 4 will be completed, and so that will give us total of 12 stars. I would say a good way to end an era is to be always between 15 to 20 stars. The maximum that you can get is 24, which is basically almost impossible since some of these are kind of like counteracting to each other. Like you cannot get too much diplomacy if you are at too much war, right? I mean, and if you are at too much war, if we have a lot of units, that means you are not generating that much money. So yeah, I mean, you cannot get up everything. In fact, what I really want to do is to make sure that money is the highest up everywhere. Money, then science. Science we will be generating anyway just from population, so we will be seeing how that goes. We have to come up with all these units, just make sure to attack them.
So you have invested in the construction of a holy site. Is this an opiate or a panacea?
We'll see about that. One of the builder stars has now been earned. Is that a first one or the second one? This is the first builder star. So 6 different districts have been made. The second one is a 12 and the third one is an 18, which is quite a lot. But this also includes all the stars that you can actually take from the AI, and taking from the AI is always so much easier, right? I mean, so this completes our 2 army.
Right. Off we go. Come over here.
And we will just, with 3 armies, we will attack them for sure.
Over this way. Let's go.
This is just to make sure that we can scout out the land, which is good. We are good everywhere. So now we can ransack this city. That will take us 6 turns, and actually with this particular unit, it will take lower than that, right? It will probably lower it down to like 3 maybe or 4. And that should be good. Do we want to build embassy up quicker or army up quicker? I think even more army. little bit more army, right? Just make sure that we have few more warriors, or maybe not warrior, like an archer. Like a little bit, few more archers and warriors will do us good. Just to have a third army. And let us also keep checking the different civics. Yep, I don't think we need anything. We are waiting for 510 influence, so let's just go. Yep. You see, they went from 5 to 2. That means they created another army for sure.
Let's go.
Let's see. Oh yeah, they have created an army with warriors. But here, you see, we can definitely attack and siege up their city, right? You see, 170 and 92. In fact, that will basically mean they get no opportunity to do anything, right? Because they will be in full siege, and we can bring everybody out. And we have quite a lot of archers, so I think this is a nice time to do it. Next turn, we could even bring them in. How does the battlefield expand? We are one tile off, otherwise we could have even brought them in. In fact, you know what I can do? Just make sure you are here so that you can join the fight next turn. And I think this is the time to take the fight, right? They only have an army of 3, which is not even the worst for us. And you see, the number of turns decreased. So in 4 turns, we can besiege it for sure. And I think it will anyway take us a lot of time to get this rolling, which is fine for us. That means we don't need to complete this archer now. We can do the embassy. In 4 turns, we will have writing done, and then we will see how things go. Okay, but we will get this unit up next turn anyway, I think so. Yeah, archers are fine. Okay, let's attack. Their units are what? 5. They have 5 units total. That means we can easily assault. What would happen if I just do instant resolution, right? Let's see. Instant resolution. It is telling us that our entire army will die, which I disagree with. I don't think anything will die. Okay. I don't think we need to be on such high ground. Or maybe it is good to have a little bit of a block so that we can move around here for sure. And you can be on this high ground. We can block this tile, and we can create a lot of blocker units up here. In fact, you know what? It probably will be better if we just have blocker units up here, block this off, and just bombard them with archers, right? And they will need a lot of time to be everywhere. I think I will just start here because I can move up freely. So let's end deployment, right? Let's see where they are, right? You see, all the 3 archers are inside, and this unit is outside, okay? But we can now defend this very easily, and in fact with our archers we can just make sure that all their units are hurt. And from high ground we are getting +4 even for archers, which is pretty good. But they are getting a lot of bonuses from defending, which is fine, but that will really not help them out. And we can even bait them out very easily, right? So let's say with this archer, and archers even have indirect fire, so I could even literally just stand here, let's say, just be here and keep attacking them across this border line, which is very, very easy. I think what I will be doing is first to make sure that this particular levy is dead. Yep. Oh, this is a warrior. Yeah, the archer can come here. can attack this. Our warrior can come here, just defend, and this archer can just start peppering up everyone, right? We will just make sure to focus fire on them one after each other and probably bait them out here, which is fine. Let's see which of our units get attacked. With our warrior, we can be here. They only have like one unit out. One of their units is anywhere dead. It's fine. Let's see where they will be attacked. You see, they even got so hurt. And they even went up to attack our warrior up there. Or no. This is their levy. Their levy is actually very strong. Somehow 17 strength. Okay. Or is this a warrior? Let me check something. This might be this is a warrior. Okay. So their warrior has decided to throw himself and get himself killed, which is what we will be obliging him with, right? Okay. So just attack him here. And we can just defend here. While here we can just keep attacking. Always try to make sure to focus fire on one unit. Make sure that each turn one unit is dead. And you can just defend. Very easy, you see. I don't even know where their levy is, but it's not going to matter much. I think it's a good idea. Okay, yeah. Okay, now we can just defend with this particular unit, but you see what I'm saying? Yeah. Only -6. And that means we can get into their city, even this turn. However, if you take their flag, that will end the fight. And I really want to make sure to kill off their units. For sure. So what I will be doing is extending the fight even one more turn. And each turn that passes, they are stuck because they cannot build anything. All their units are stuck. While we have to wait 4 turns to destroy this city. So let us just wait. End turn. Right, you see? They are spending all their effort. Perfectly fine with me. We can just chill. And I will discover up this free people's land. This is their land for sure. I will discover things, and that will be the second AI. I was hoping to discover them after we wipe out this one, but any time to discover is fine. -1. We're definitely having focus on gold. Hopefully we will get a lot more gold. So we'll be seeing. This is turn 38.
Your own embassy, where fancy dinners come with a side of diplomatic intrigue.
Let us first try to complete all the other things. Okay. We cannot see where they are situated. I think I will prefer
Come over here. I'm on it. Let's go.
first to see where they are and then meet up with the civilization, which we have time for anyway. We can even bring in more units if so. This is how to reinforce the battle. So as an example, I could bring this here and even just reinforce even more units. See? And we can try to see where his levies are gone. Where are his levies, to be very fair? I don't even know. Okay, the best thing about archers, you can bring them here, and you see this mountain doesn't matter, right? Archers have what is called indirect fire, right? Written here. I mean, out of line of sight they have -4, but an attack is an attack. -4, who cares? Oh, we can attack, but we could just defend. It's fine. This particular unit, I think we can just be behind, just so that we don't get killed. Oh yeah, they are going to die in one turn, right? So we will be able to take the city in one turn. Yep, 5 minutes lost. No units lost for us. The city is taken. That means they will be kind of ending the war very soon, which is maybe not the best for us. Hopefully, we have enough time to delete off their units. But otherwise, we can declare another quick war. And I think for all of the events, I think I always like to go to the liberty axis, the collectivism axis, as well as on the geopolitical axis on the world side. That is what I really like. So here, if you see, although this is probably a lot better, right? This gives us plus 10 money, which automatically increases from plus 17 to plus 27, which is, or plus even 28, which is I think what
I
we
take
want.
much joy in this.
Is surrendering. What will she give us? She will give us Rosa de Castro, Dene de Bola, Hatusa, and Menkib. I really want the third city though. If we take this turn, then we cannot get it. So you know what? I will refuse it for one turn and then next turn get it for sure. That I think is the way to play this. So yeah, refuse.
I find
Let's get your war score up. Her war score is just going to go down, right? I mean, we have all her cities taken. In fact, we can just attack this unit. What is this? This is just a mere scout. No, just heal. Where is it running? Very far. Okay. Let her do all that. With these units, we can come here and settle and definitely make claims. Let's say some claims up here just to get this third city rolling. Memphis can now build up stuff, right? It is only at 65 happiness though. So after we do the writing, I think I will want to do irrigation just to get our research up. In fact, if anything, I probably want to have research up like this, just so that we start getting our research up pretty quickly. And we have to build up some infrastructure. And what is the infrastructure that I want to build? I would say always focus. If you don't know what you are doing, just focus on industry, and everything else will just work itself out. Right? Heavy industry is the way to go in this. Right? Gives production on Maker's Quarter and industrial Maker's Quarter, which is great. I would say lumberyard is also very good. I will just take both of them one after each other. That will take a little bit of production time, but it will be all getting done very quickly. Don't worry. So next turn, right? We can definitely get Hattusa and Nessa. Uh, so let's see. End turn, right? The war against Queen Kahina, the Hittites have now reached the point where surrender may be asked for them. Your population wants a return to peace, and war support will drop accordingly. Running out of war support will cause increasingly severe war penalties. And yeah, that is all good. But what we really want is this one, right? We want our third city to be set up. So, and we already see that we are at 2 out of 4 plus 1. So this will automatically set up our third city. And since I want this particular land to be our next area, we can get it here. And oh yeah, this guy is retreating. That is not a good retreat, friend. We can kill. Can we kill this off with a scout, with an archer? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I can always attack it, right? I can always attack it very easily. Let's see. Yeah. So we unlocked the third military star, the 18th kill. Very good. So dragging this war out for one more turn was definitely the choice. Thebes has also gained a population. So we will now be increasing our science very heavily. We are now at 21, but as our population increases, we are now going to focus on science and money. That will be going up pretty easily.
You
With
have my
Queen Kahina,
praise.
right?
That's all that you're getting.
Your opponent has lost the will to continue. So this has been changed in Achilles, this particular update. So we can definitely force surrender, although they can refuse surrender at this point. But I think their stability is so low. What will they refuse, right? Take advantage. Yep. We definitely want all this land. Even NASA. That will use up our entire war score, but will give us everything that they have, right? And force this.
Really, it was the only possible outcome.
That sends us at 5 city cap, which is definitely a little bit too much. So what we will be doing
Over this
is
way.
make sure that we destroy this city instantly. In fact, the way to do it is very easy if you have a little bit of gold. If you have, let's say, around 30 gold, you can destroy it like this easily, right? Now we are at 4 out of 2, but we still have minus 26. That is not good. In fact, we want the ability to settle up, take this, but there will be a particular civic that we want to take. Oh, so maybe this is not a good idea to take a piece this turn. I did not think of that. Maybe it would have been good to just be at war for 1 or 2 more turns. In fact, so that is what I think I will be doing. I can just reload that. We will just be reloading. I think this is not a great idea to always reload, but sometimes you make such strategic points and you sometimes forget to check a few things. So here, I think we will just be dragging out the piece for a few turns. Just make sure that we can take out uh, just just to make sure that we don't have such severe penalties. So yeah, first things first, come here, attack, instant resolution, kill this particular unit. That gives us our third military star. Yeah, just go and see if we have more influence generation. Definitely get this third city. 36 and plus 58, and with this particular unit, just make sure that we discover everything around. I will also have to discover this free city, free people city, and then we will be doing it. Destroy this in 2 turns, and then I think we can take it. I think it's fine. We don't really need to within a few turns, our stability will be decreasing very heavily though. So I definitely have to make sure that I piece out in let's say 1 or 2 turns. But this is not that tough. So let's really start, right? Pottery workshop, definitely with production. And then yeah, we can think of this.
I think you might
Oh,
find
we
this
already met
interesting.
Babylonians, the ancient era queen Mama Aklo. She is one of my most favorite
I
AI
must
because I can
admit.
always maintain a friendly relationship with her. Yeah, and because of
You
this, right? She
are
always wants to maintain a
dusty.
good relationship.
Hmm. It seems your charms travel well.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. And this after eliminating an AI. So good, so good.
Off we go. Follow me.
We have all the army that we need. I think we can stall for a little while, right? Maybe 1 or 2 turns. There is in particular a civic which unlocks, which allows you to take another city. And you see that going above the city cap, it decreases your influence, and you see minus 10 from influence cap. For the second one, it goes to minus 110 total or something, and for a third one, it's like minus 300 or something, which is why at the before the reload we were like at 5 out of 2, and then it was showing such heavy negative number. So what I really will be doing is just make sure that I get that particular civic that I really want, unlock, and then we can make peace. But every time that we don't make peace, our stability will actually be going down. So this can be a little bit dangerous. So you will see.
An enormous leap forward from mundane tallies of crops to recording the wisdom of sages. Humankind now wields the most powerful tool of all.
Indeed, the most powerful tool of all is to do the writing. And I will go for irrigation just to make sure that I can get public fountain for some more stability, as well as then some sailing and harbors and other things. While you see the stability will definitely be going down very heavily, very quickly. Minus 20 from number of attached territory, but every turn that we do not end the war, our stability will be going down. But for now, I have to keep it like this before I unlock that civic. So yeah, that can sometimes happen. Sometimes things don't go exactly in favor. But in one turn anyway, that city will be dying. So that is very much fine. In fact, we can, with our units, just be around here and see how things are. Okay, there are leverages being also shown here, right? That means actually what we can do is research this particular tech, which allows us to get leverages from the diplomatic units. But since that is so far away, I think it's fine for us to not be taking it right now, because these leverages only stay for around 10 turns.
Sovereign.
Oh, and that leverage might even have been generated between them, which is fine for us.
The winner's podium eludes you still. Keep going. Do not let these difficult times dissuade you.
Yeah, so we have some free people which we can trade with, but not really. What I really want is this. I think there is this particular civic. I want to see where it is. Yep, that is the one. Right, action to unlock the civic. Have at least 10 population in your empire and possess at least 2 cities. So that unlocks the choice plus 1 city cap, which is what I'm actually waiting for. We don't have 10 population though, so that will be very hard. We will see. Otherwise, I might have to just peace out and then war again a little while later, which would be a pity. I definitely don't want that. So the condition has definitely been made a lot more difficult. And truthfully speaking, we could bring out here our units up here and destroy this city in one turn. You can always destroy a city in one turn. That is very easy to do. So if anything, I will just do that then. So let's get our units back up. We'll see how that goes. And with these particular ones, I think I will start to settle up some territories here. And this is also a nice place for doing some Egyptian quarters, right? I could make up, let's say, even a claim up here. Or a claim, let's say, here. That takes up everything. And then make up some pyramids on this side. I think that will be great for this city. So let's see. Will we unlock that at some point? Queen Mama Oklo has now built an embassy, so we can now
Excellent. This will be remembered.
do a kind of diplomatic treaties with them. And yep, that civic is not unlocking, obviously. Have at least 10 population in your empire. How can we have that? We literally cannot have that at all. And now our stability should be getting hurt, maybe? No. Our stability is really not getting hurt. Okay. If that is the case, then I will just stay like this. Right, I have to try to destroy that city. But we can stay like this very easily for some time. I have no issues. If the happiness is not going down, I don't feel any need to do anything then. Okay. We can obviously construct this. It's fine. Anywhere, but I would like a maker's quarter triangle, right? I like that in every city basically. And I think that is the aim on how to play this game well. Definitely make sure to have a maker's quarter in every place. So if I cannot build that, what I will be doing is just getting a forge up. That is perfectly fine. And with this particular unit, we can just see if we can settle up some area here. Like this area, I don't really care about. This one is definitely much more needed. So yeah, that is what we will be doing. So here,
Off we go. Follow me.
and we have something up there. Yep, that is a curiosity. We can get this too and settle up a territory claim there. So we will do that for sure. What are you supposed to do? I think I will just get you to auto explore so that you can do everything by yourself, hopefully. This particular unit, I'm just wandering around. I'm just waiting for that particular civic to unlock. It might take up a little while, I think. I don't know. We will see. At least I have to get our science up and irrigation up. That will help us get other things done. So yeah, let's go. Turn end. Turn 42. Turn 42 already, and we collected some curiosities. Okay, we are getting attacked from units. From which city state? Uh, I don't know. Where are they from? Can we see them? Battle at Nox. So they are definitely very hostile. So I think we have to just run. We cannot be automatic. Oh, I think we are going to get killed. We are going to get killed because they are literally here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this is what happens when you do automatic. It got instantly punished. So another event, either we can move towards science or towards tradition. Definitely always science, right? I mean, the benefits here for science is more percent science on this particular, on the progress axis, while on the tradition it's more faith. Faith is not really that important towards the mid game, while science is ever more important in any 4x game. Culture here, I think, is, or rather influence is more important. This is the equivalent of culture, I think, is more important, while this side is more stability. And stability, there will be many ways to handle that later. I think it's just much more easier to just be on this side of the axis. For here, it was easier to be on this side, on the food side, if you are not going for war, and on combat strength side, if you are going for war. For this, I like the industry side better, but the gold side better is also very good. So either one works great. So just wander around here. Yep, that is good. We got some curiosities, right? That was 8 science, 10 influence, and 20. Okay. How about this, right? That is 12, 14. 28, but 12, 14 is pretty good. So let's get this done. And we will attach this territory, I think, within like 1 or 2 turns. As soon as that is done. Yep, and we have 2 units which we can separate out.
Let's go.
The warrior we will keep up here within our core because she is our only real threat here. While both of you can just wander around trying to get some more curiosities.
Follow me.
And
Follow me. Off we go.
I actually think what I will do is just make sure that we have 2 or 3 people just ready to go into the new world as quickly as possible. We will see if I can achieve that. Okay. Make sure that we have some units within our core regions, right? Always at every time, right? Let's say one full unit at every city or something, close to every city or close to the borders, I think is the way to go. Anything less makes you very vulnerable in this game, especially at the higher difficulties, because the AIs have modifiers on how
Pleased
weak
to
they
make
are.
your
So right now,
acquaintance
she is
again.
pleasant because we not only are we at war with their enemy, but they depend on access to our resources, and we are more powerful than them. But if you are weaker than them, then the relationships go down very quickly. So it's always good to have the strongest hand in humankind. Okay, and that is why we are getting very
How do
friendly.
you do? In
Okay,
every
yeah.
sense.
Yep, yep, yep. Okay, this puts us in a conundrum, right? I mean, we definitely don't have this policy up for the +1 city cap. Then what should we do? That is a very difficult choice. And I think the easiest is to actually burn this city down and just settle another one. Right? Not every place needs to have like all our emblematic districts. So I think that is what we will be doing, right? I mean, a lot of Forex is also about adapting. Generally, my population is quite decent early on, and then, so like if you see, this is 2, 1, 3, and 2, right? Which means that if we get a little bit of population, we can very easily get this rolling, right? But this will be done here. We have 100 war score. I could refuse this once or twice until we get the 10. Let us make a save before I do that, right? Before I do anything stupid. So let us just do, let us do this for science, right? War refusal. What will happen if I just refuse this for 1 or 2 more times? Then let us see how much will our war score
I'm
go.
sorry, but no.
Yeah, no deal is no deal. Our war score didn't even go down. Oh, our war score is going down, but let's check. Our war support is at 100, but our war score is probably decreased, right? We will check next turn what happened. I mean, if it gets very worse, then yeah, I guess we will then just beat them out. Okay, this area has been done, which means what we really need to do, make sure, is to get this area attached, right? For 30, that will be quite a lot of food and a lot of production. We can even get this up like this. Then we make sure that we are growing. So here, the best is to attach this. We will be growing very fast. In fact, even if you remove it, it is still very fast. And this is how to grow very quickly. So we will be making up the pyramid. Definitely. So probably the best to get this up. So in 2 turns, this will be done. And then we can put up a second pyramid before we move on. I think the time to move on is roughly by turn 50 is when you want to move on. So this army is here. I will just be holding ground. Let's see how quickly we can do this. This is the third area that we want to attach. Where can we put this? Let's say like this, 515. Something like this is very good, right? It gives us all that we want. And this area then we will be able to take with this particular unknown strategic resource. I think that is great. Also, this provides us an area where we can have a harbor for ships. For many of your cities, it is always preferable to at least have like one, let's say, harbor slot either side of the map for all of your cities. I think that is always good. Here, I will move one of the units up here. I don't think I will be making a third area claim, although I could make it this, right, with the horses. How would that go? 216, 614. Pretty decent, but I do not think I will be able to attach that area, right? Because each area attaching is like minus 20 stability. That probably will be too much for us. But you know what? Let's just do it and see how bad it gets. I will discover that tile just to make sure that we, have discovered all this around here. So we are at 212. Let's see if we can get that particular civic up. Nope. Somebody has moved from the Zhou to the Carthaginians, which is fine, whatever. And we are getting attacked. Really. I mean, they will not be able to kill us. Just make sure that we move up and Claim that territory. This territory has now been claimed, so yep.
Pleased to make your acquaintance again.
And we are now basically starting to do some treaties with Queen Mama Aklo, the Babylonians. Yeah, one of the best ones that you always want to take up first 5% food and money on your capital.
I
The
proceed
other
with
one I
this,
like great
but
is the
only for
diplomatic
expediency's
cooperation,
sake. This time.
which
His
allows you to
father's
basically get double of all the things. Oh, yeah. Here we are getting attacked by what? Two bears. And what will happen if we just defend? Instant resolution that will get. Okay. So there is a layer somewhere. Because there was a bear attack, that means we also have to heal up. So the best idea is to get back into our territory and heal up. Okay, that civic is so far away. I really don't know if we can wait for that realistically. But okay. Okay, so let's just be here in our area and have a peace. The food here is very low. The food here is decent, but I don't think we can get to that much. I really need to get our infrastructure up, which we can get up with this by paying up 7 gold. Our production goes up heavily. I think I will start to build up granary, right? Plus 2 food, plus farmer. We are a decent amount of science. I really want to move up by turn 50, which means we really need to ramp up our science more than anything. Let's get this Egyptian pyramid. That should increase our production very heavily, and then I can get this second one. Yep, get this. Put 1 turn in. Once you put even 1 turn in, then after that time, your that will remain in your queue. But you at least have to put 1 turn of production in there for sure. Okay. Oh yeah, it's fine. Okay. Make sure that we are on the coast, just so that we can quickly go to the new world, right? That will be very important. And we can also discover these tiles or just be around here. Just discover a few tiles up around here, that is fine. And with this particular unit, I will also move up to this left side to go to the new world as soon as possible.
How do you do, whoever you are?
I can force surrender obviously at any point. I'm just waiting if I can somehow get to that population number. If not, then I will just get this war resolved, and that will be the end. So let's see, 2 turns for this, 2 turns for the Egyptian pyramid, 2 turns really for this too. Now that we have it all up, I think, oh no, I think this, we have to do this for 1 more turn. Yep. She now feels friendly about us, attitude degraded.
And you are here because?
They are jealous. They are weaker, so our relationship is growing a little bit worse. It's better to have a relationship slightly weaker because you are stronger than the reverse. We can just be manual and deployment. Yeah. That killed off yet another unit. Let us just make this territory claim 157. Good, that means we can now get horses whenever we want, as well as make harbors. Perfectly decent. I think this particular unit I will combine here. Oh, this is just a scout. Where is the archer then? Oh, what? The archer is a little bit too far ahead. I will make sure to combine the archers up. The archer along with this warrior should be moving up as one unit. Okay. Here are two scouts. I will just make sure to heal them up individually and get them to the edge of the continent so that we can get to the new world as soon as possible. And then our agrarian star we will earn once we get to 24 population, which will happen very quickly, I guess. Yep, especially here. We can even pay the flood irrigation so that we can start getting other infrastructure up, and we have to get everything up, right? So I think I will just pay the
To
190 gold.
harness the power of water itself in order to feed your people. That should make you popular.
I hope so.
Come over here.
And we have to get up another territory claim. I think this might be the area. That looks like such a good tile, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 river, or even this one. I mean, one of the other tricks is that you can always move the territories very easily, but you cannot move the cities. So you can even set it up at a wrong tile with a higher production and then move it up after that. So I think that is what I will be just showing off once. With Memphis, okay, I think it's time to start getting more stability and more food. Food is what we definitely are lacking. Oh, yeah, this definitely will help us quite a lot more. So, yeah, next turn. Yep, one of the agrarian star has now been earned. Good. That gives us what? Our second aesthete star has been earned. Our first only we are only having one builder star. I really wanted all three, but yeah, we will see how that will go. And we have also done the second agrarian star. So we will wait a little bit while before we finish up the war. We have no real hurry. And the trick that I wanted to show, it needs a little bit more influence. So we will wait a little bit before I can show that off. But yeah, now we are going to complete these ones so quickly, right? 0 tons, 2 tons to fishing, 3 tons to sailing. And I think, as I said, right around turn 50 is when you want to move up, and that is what will be happening by itself. So, yep, that is what will be happening. Don't worry.
Follow me.
Just make sure that we have everything leveled up, and then we will be moving to this land. This is the new world. So, once I settle up a little bit here, then I will be getting everything up. Also, rivers do not seem to take up a movement penalty, like all your movement points if they are within your city region, which is very much important, which basically acts as a road. Once you have certain early antiquity or this era technology, which is great. Here, what do we want? Granary, animal barns. Animal barns is another one building that you really want to build everywhere for a lot of food, right? Every farmer quarter will give you food, which I think is very important. Just build it along with the public fountain just to get higher population, which is what you always want. Just with this particular unit, just be out back there.
Over this way.
Make sure that you have your entire area set up properly. Okay, good. So what is the other trick that I'm talking about? It's here, right? Okay. She died. Okay. Queen Kahina has fallen, so that automatically gives us that particular city. Okay. That completely compounds a problem. The problem is as follows, right? I mean, it's an obvious problem in that we are losing 13 influence each turn, which is not good. So yeah, the other trick is this. So you can easily make up a territory at any place rather very quickly. And then after, once you have made it up, you can move it up. So like here, right, we can make it up in 2 turns. So I will just show this off. Let's say I make this up in 2 turns. I move this to here because I want to get to the new world. Let's say move it here, and we can easily do this. Now that we have gotten our fourth city, maybe a good time. Uh, this is a little bit of an issue. We have gotten our fourth city, but yeah, we are dealing with issues, specifically negative influence issues, and we actually will not even be able to take the policy without with such negative influence. So I think the real answer is to actually go there, burn out this territory, the city area, and we will just resettle it again. I think that is what we really need to do without a question. Okay, we have moved up, so I think I can just be around here. Try to find the layer and so that we can delete it. What can you do? Just be around here for sure. We have to go to the new world as soon as possible. We can be healing with this particular unit. In a few turns, we will be moving up, right? Fishing, sailing, and then masonry. So I think in 2 turns we are about to move, and you will also see that once this city is deleted, it will automatically increase our influence. Obviously, we will no longer be having minus 120 from city cap. But also the other thing, if you that I had initiated was raising the district. But if you raise your city, it actually raises not only your city but all the other attached territory too. But if you raise it like this, it takes one extra turn, but you can do it with even a single unit. And what it really helps you with is the fact that it will not delete all the attached territories, only this particular territory. And we will just resettle it quickly. So you will see this, okay? You see, 14 plus 85. I will settle this territory very quickly up. Culture chosen, all mixed to the Nazca. Yeah, just let it be done.
Pleased to
We
make your
also have scientific
Your proposal
correspondence.
makes good sense. I have a
I will
proposition
just
for
also
you.
get monumental contractor, which is one of my most favorite things because you can help the AI build the wonders, and that might sound like, why would I ever do that, right? Help the AI build a wonder. How does that even help me? And the way it helps you is because that allows you to get a lot of influence. So we are waiting 2 or 3 turns just while this happens. So this is fine. We can wait 2 or 3 turns. It's not the biggest issue. Okay, here. So this is 3 unit. I will just keep it here for sure. This is 4 unit which has deleted up that land.
Off we go.
I will just be here and I will just make up another claim as soon as possible, right? That will need 175. So we need 2 turns to make that claim. I will make that claim for sure. That should be done for the era, right? Yep, we cannot make up anything, so that will be done. That will be our third city, which is plus 10 above city cap, but that is perfectly fine. I definitely want this because that will allow us to get the gemstone, which already has improved everything. And this is a nice city actually. This is a nice four territory city. While with our capital and everything, we can take everything up, while Akhetaten can take up things here. So that is a very nice core base for us. So let's just do the last turn before I think, yeah, let's do the last turn here. Or maybe I will do just 1 turn, right? Just to settle up this territory, and then we will be calling that the end of the game. So, yep, this is our core. Let us make sure that she will not have any funny ideas to declare war on us.
Come over here.
Oh, 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 oh. I think it might be a good idea to go from this side and not accidentally attack the city or something. Okay, wait for a turn. Wait for your turn. Definitely destroy this next turn. And we can also take up a swim on this side, right? So if we hold this, right, this is 175. And you can actually just settle it up anywhere, right? 9-5.
All right.
Just do it. See? Yep. Sailing has now been researched. One of the Astute star has been earned. 1803. So now we have gotten 3 stars in what? Aesthete, expansionist, scientific, military. We are missing up our second star here and our third star in agrarian. So we got how many stars, right? That is 12, 13, 14, 15 stars. As I said, 15 to 20 stars is where you want to be, right? And also complete up the last step, which will be basically getting done in one turn. So we have to kind of move up as soon as
And
possible.
you are here because.
So in the next era, I think it will or in the next episode, it will really be making sure that we move up. So I will just put everybody on money. I think that should get us the money era star, hopefully. That will be how much? 473, and then 70 will be what? Oh, that will be 543 and not 550. That is a little bit of a pity. Can we get anything up? Nope, we can't. I technically could maybe buy something, but I think that will be the end of this era. Or maybe we accidentally can get a little bit more money somewhere. I doubt that. Okay, that can be 34 gold. But yeah, this and here is where I will be making a cut at the end of the first episode. Indeed. So this is where the first episode has ended, and we will continue from here in the next episode. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope all of you enjoyed the episode. And if so, on YouTube, please consider giving a like and a subscribe, and on Twitch, follow. So see you all next time. Bye bye.